Can you speak a little bit about the Carleton admissions process?
Yeah, certainly. So Carleton's an institution that does both early decision and regular decision rounds. We're also an institution that works with both QuestBridge and Posse. And so those are two national organizations that we partner with. And we're a QuestBridge match school. And so we work with QuestBridge to matriculate about 20 students through the QuestBridge match round every year. My understanding is it's similar to the med school match process, but the idea there is, again, engaging with an organization that works with students from underrepresented backgrounds, whether, again, those are rural students, students of color, students who are coming from lower socioeconomic strata, to get them aware of Carleton, and B, enrolled in our campus. And then we also work with Posse, and they are an organization really focused on leadership. So how do we get young leaders onto this campus, especially from places that are not as well represented on our campus? And we work with Posse in Houston specifically. So students coming from Texas up to Minnesota. And so our Posse group is from Houston. And so those are two rounds that I think are fairly separate from what students traditionally think about with early decision and regular decision. So early decision at Carleton is binding. We have 2 rounds of early decision, November 15 and January 15. We fill about 40% of our class through Posse, QuestBridge, early decision, and all of those rounds are done in large committees. So we literally sit in a room and we talk about these applications. There is no one person doing unilateral decision making. There is no voice that is weighed above the others. It truly is a community process to talk through these students and help start to create the robust class that we're going to have in front of us. The vast majority of our applicants come in regular decision, and the majority of our matriculants come in regular decision. And I think that might be different from our peers as we talk through. But for us, that's still really exciting. This means that students have a choice to opt in to Carleton, and we get to tell you why we think this is exciting. And so for regular decision, that's a January 15 deadline. You will be notified before April 1st, and you will have until May 1st to make your decision. And again, that's about 60% of the students that we matriculate, so students who ultimately enroll at Carleton, and we make those decisions in small committees. And so this is the time when your territory manager, the person who knows you, knows your school, knows your context, gets to say, here is why this student should be admitted to this school, and here's how I'm going to hold them in the class, because they are a fabulous community member, because they are a wonderful student, because they will change this campus for the better. And that is our role in admissions, to be your best advocate. And that's really where that privilege shines, that ability to advocate for students in regular decision in our smaller committee spaces.
No, I love it. I love it. And friends, I think that, and I'm sure Holly, you agree, is that even though you have some of the most selective institutions like Carleton, they're always looking to say yes. Right?
Yes.
I think that is so important to remember. It's not looking at an application to, see what, crazy thing this student has done at NASA. It's more so just really understanding who you are and just wanting to say yes. I think that, I talked about in a past video of mine how much I loved reading student applications, and how some of the most profound students that I've read were denied. And I remember that the kids don't know that I will always value, I remember their application, and but this process is very much a human process.